to the Thursday Takeaway, the weekly video devotional from the Christian Centre Middlesbrough.
Hi, welcome to Thursday Takeaway. One of the things that struck me during the Next Leaders conference we held a few weeks ago, and it's something that was on my heart to share, was a picture Sam Monk shared about a bridge, and the bridge was in Honduras. It was a bridge that was built to get across a river, and a bridge built to withstand storms. But one of the things that happened was a hurricane came, Hurricane Mitch, a few years ago. 1998, I believe. And then, because of that hurricane, the river had moved away and the bridge was stuck in the middle. The bridge became the bridge. It was known as the bridge that leads to nowhere, the bridge to nowhere it was called. Now, this is a picture of the bridge you can see. One of the things that struck me, how does this apply to church? Because it was talking about the bridge and using that as an example. And it struck me, we cannot afford to be static as a church. We have to be a living church that understands when the river has moved, understand how to respond to issues, understand how to use the gospel to influence and impact lives. And we should understand that we should be a church that is the salt and light of the world, like Jesus said in Matthew 5. A church also that we love God with all of our heart and might and soul. A church that we love our neighbor as much as we love ourselves. A church that is able to that is more outward looking rather than inward looking. A church that is able to go out and preach the gospel to influence lives. And that is what struck me, that we should not be a static church, but a living church that is able to impact our society through the preaching of the gospel. And we should go out, preach the gospel, impact lives and influence lives. So let's learn as a church to be a living church, not a static church, a living church that is salt and light of the world, a living church that is able to impact people through the gospel and influence people through the gospel, a church that is outward looking rather than inward looking. And as a church, that's my thought this Thursday. Take